He's one of us.
A little bit. You look like an amazing dancer. I can feel it through the screen.
My wife would say otherwise, but every now and then I gotta pop, lock, and drop.
Yeah.
Oh, you can dance. You can dance. Hello, Gabe, Kunda. Welcome to my Twitch channel.
Oh my gosh, it is an honor, and I'm so excited to be here. Like it's crazy. Dream come true. I'm honored to talk to you, Carolina. It's been crazy.
Cool. Let's get into all of that. And most of you people in the chat know he plays KO in a little game called Valorant that we know very little about. And what y'all don't know is that Gabe does the most amazing promos for a bunch of TV shows that you see, a bunch of channels that you watch, and not only is it like in a world, but then you have the hey guys, come watch the Casa Grandes. It's just all over the map with the amount, booty farts. Talk about this guy just has range. It's insane. And I just want to scold booty farts because he had an alarm set for EST instead of PST. What the heck, dude? You've been missing the chat because of that. I just got to give him some shit.
I love the. I mean, it's fitting for booty farts, right? I love the name. It's good. It's a great name.
Yeah, totally. He's one of our faves. You're also in Titanfall as Bear, as well as Mace in Modern Warfare. This is Diva Waifu letting me know your resume, so I'm really glad.
Hold on, am I in Modern Warfare?
I don't know, maybe. You might be, I don't know. You might have forgotten, or Diva just assumes things. Well,
man.
We can delve into that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oof.
I think that you've definitely done stuff you've probably forgotten about, because I was looking at your IMDb and what? Yeah. Do me a favor. You're a little blurry for me, but I don't know. There we go. The camera did its thing. Great. Yeah, I just want to see your pretty face because it was just a little out of focus there. But now we're good. Gabe.
What's up?
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Dallas, Texas. Born and raised. My family, they immigrated from the Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo. And that's kind of my heritage, my background. I mean, I'm here. I live in Mansfield, Texas with my wife and my little dog. This is a suburb of Dallas, but yeah, that's where I was born and raised.
Hey, your little dog.
My dog.
Wow. Oh, so you're in Texas, dude. Mm-hmm. I thought you were in LA. I'm glad that that I said Pacific Standard, because then
No, it's funny. I do so much work in LA that when I see that, I'm kind of automatically in my mind just kind of make the time switch conversion. So
yeah. So tell me, oh my gosh. Okay, I thought you were in LA. Tell me all. You discovered you had a really sexy voice when you said your first word, mama. She's like, oh, hello, that's my baby. When did you find this register? Did you go through the awkward, I'm 12 and I'm talking like this? Because I can't imagine that.
Definitely did. I was a little tenor baby when I was, early choir stuff. But no, I discovered kind of the voice thing. I was a sophomore in high school, and I was kind of I was in class, and my teacher was kind of okay, doing a popcorn read. So one student reads, and the next student reads, then the next student reads, and they kind of pick each other to read. And I remember I was such a class clown back in the day, and I was like, oh my God, everybody's reading this so boring. I want it to be movie trailer like James Earl Jones kind of thing, And mind you, I'm a sophomore in high school, so my voice is relative. It's deeper than some, but it's not like now I sound like this, very kitty. But so anyway, I started to read and just kind of pretend I was James Earl Jones and whatever. And my teacher was
how did your James Earl Jones sound?
It was terrible. It was the organism is just kind of trying to emulate that as much as I could. And then there were some days where I try it out. What if I speak like this? Or what if I talk like this? Everything the light touches. What if, I just try to mess around with it. I didn't know what I was just kind of hearkening back to me playing with toys. I was a little kid, changing up my voice and stuff. And so that's what I was doing there. And then my teacher was like, you should think about doing the announcements for school. And I was like, okay. So I auditioned to do it, not knowing, and stumbled across a video that kind of like changed my life. It's called, oh, hold on, the blurry. It's called.
We're good. Yeah.
It's called $1 Million Voices with Don LaFontaine, and that like blew my mind. And so like,
I can find that on YouTube. Correct.
You literally can watch it. Like if when you guys have some time, check it out. Like it's literally all these movie trailer, like promo, like all these voice actors just showing what they do for a living, and that completely changed the game for me. I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Period.
Wow, how cool! So you graduate high school, and what happens?
So I entered a right my senior year of high school. I entered a competition called Skills USA for audio radio production. I was the radio talent, and I had an editor, and we won a district, state, and nationals in Kansas. And I got a scholarship to go learn about audio production, full ride situation. But at the same time, I loved music. Music was like it's my passion. I love music. And so I was like, well, I need a degree to teach music and to be in like kind of like the educational realm of it, but I don't need a degree to do voiceover. So I'm going to go down the music education route. So I went to Dallas Baptist University, got my degree in music education. And as I was going through there, I was doing little small voiceover jobs for like mom and pop shops. Like it paid a range from like, it was crazy. So I was just doing everything I could just to get my chops up. And it was until 2016 that I actually got the opportunity to do like some anime for Funimation. And then, after that, I got actually 2017, my senior year of college, I got signed to an agency, and then I've been doing it full time since 2017, like literally out of college. So it's been amazing.
As he's straight out of college, because he a baby.
Oh, a little bit.
A little bit. Well, a baby in the world of like voice work, because so many actors take so long to break in and start doing stuff that really like you're doing odd jobs and then not doing enough of what you want to be doing until maybe you hit 30. And even then, like I feel like a lot of people don't really start doing what they love until they're like 40, because you're just hustling.
100%. And that was, I will say that's what I'm thankful about college, because it wasn't a waste. I mean, I got my degree in music education. So if in case something were to flop with voiceover, I still was able to go and teach music with kids and stuff. It just, I started running into an issue where when my last couple of months, I had to shadow a teacher and kind of teach kids, like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and teach them how to sing. But there were issues where my agent would call me and said, hey, Fox needs you in 5 minutes. Are you ready? I'm like, wait, I'm teaching kids. I can't,
In a world.
Literally, I was doing that. I had to hop in the closet and go in and say, tonight on Fox, and do that, and then come out and teach kids and go back and forth. And so finally, I told my African parents, I was like, Mom, Dad.
Told my African parents. I love that you have to specify this, because it's a very, I have Latino parents. I get it.
You get it. Like, they want you to be, I want you to be a doctor, a lawyer. I want you to be everything but what you are doing now, acting. So anyway, that's kind of like the mindset I'm going in when I'm about to go talk to them. And they were like, I mean, just, you're going to have your degree. If try it out, try voiceover out. And if it flops, you have a degree. And I was like, really? Like, you actually mean it?
Interesting, though. You also had a degree in music education, not in doctorism or lawyerism or all the important stuff. It was still like the arts. So that was you got away with something there.
I did. I think they kind of came to terms with that. Like my freshman year of college, they were like, okay, he's going to do this thing, so we'll support him, whatever. And then they had to come to another term of like, wait, he's not doing that anymore. He's really going into this field. But and so I went into it, and it's, oh man, I've been really grateful for the opportunities that I have. But I'm sorry, what I was trying to get to, like during the time of my college, it really allowed me to do everything and just kind of, throw things to the wall. And I didn't, because I had the carry of like, I still had a dorm, my parents were paying for that and stuff. I could take some risks and stuff and do a lot more things that probably wouldn't work if I was a little older. It'd be harder for me to do because I'd be in a full-time job. So
yeah. So when Funimation was a thing that kind of got going, but like to do promos the way you do, like guys, he did a promo for Black Widow, and you've done WandaVision, and you've done Casa Grandes, and you've done Rashida Jones things. Like and they sound awesome.
Oh.
Like, what does that feel like? Because that's like big league stuff, man. Because they don't just choose any little voice to do a promo for a good TV show.
Yeah, no, it's I will tell you, like, I obsessed over promos and movie trailers. Like, it was the first thing I wanted to get into prior to character acting. Like, character stuff came, like, because I didn't live in LA, I felt like, well, the only thing that's going to have access to is really Funimation and promos and movie trailers. And so I was like, okay, let me just kind of focus in that field. So I was like sitting there. There were times where I would listen to a trailer, the same TV spot, like 50 times, trying to get the nuances down, copy what I was hearing over and over and over again until I got it down. I kid you not, like, there's still videos up that I've kind of hidden, but like of me just kind of like practicing on my parents were pastors of a church, and I remember one day I took a bass amp from church, put it in the back of their car. We went home, and I was literally at home in the dark reading "Tonight on WWE," you know, kind of doing that over and over again, trying to get myself in this world. And so I would watch a guy who I'm sure you're familiar with, James Arnold Taylor. He has videos on YouTube of like how his sessions were promos and stuff. And I would just sit there and be like, I'm soaking up everything. And this was my school. This is my education on how to do it. And then I did a promo coaching session with a coach, and she was like, "Are you live in LA?" I was like, "No, I live in Dallas, Texas." And she's like, "Because you kind of sound like one of the, as if you've been doing this for a little bit." I was like, "I just love this field so much." And so anyway, long story long, that's how I kind of like, I've kind of obsessed over it so much that when the opportunity arose, my first gig for promo was Bellator NYC on Spike. You know, and that's what I was doing for them. And I remember when I first got it, my agent called me and was like, "Do you know what you just booked? Like, this is huge." And that's kind of what launched me into the world of like.
So the promos that you do are auditioning out of LA, or they're mostly done in Texas, and that's why you have access to them? Like, are you bi-coastal in that sense?
Yeah, so yeah, I my senior year of college, I signed with Atlas Talent, who are bi-coastal. They have New York and LA, and so they. They were my dream agency because I knew that they got those types of stuff, and so they would send me auditions and say, "Hey, let's see what this kid can do." And then I'd audition, and it was crazy. Yeah, that's how I was able to kind of get into that market.
I gotta just read Booty Farts 22's comment. African parents and pastors. Gabe, I want to hug you. You're too funny, man. Yeah, when you said pastors, I'm like, wow, double whammy there, because they can be very open and like do what you want, or this is what we envision. All parents. You know, it's funny. My Indian friend Anjali is just like, oh, you know, all my disapproving aunties are always like waving their hand at their head and scolding me. But like all my friends who are Iranian or Arab, Latinos, like, you know, their parents have this idea of what they should be, or, you know, Asian parents versus whatever, like be a doctor. I think that even white parents maybe want their kids to go to Princeton and do this, and you're just like, we're all dealing with a specific type of parent. So what, did you ever think I have to move to LA to do this, or what's happened there? What I mean, Texas is a wonderful place. You've managed to make it work. Tell me about that journey.
Yeah, no, when I thought I had to, I had booked this game, Far Cry, I think it was 4.
5.
Or 5, Far Cry 5.
That's what your IMDb says, but I don't know.
No, I think it is. It is Far Cry 5. That's what was on top of my tongue. I was like, I don't know. But okay, Far Cry 5, and I remember I flew in to do that one. And the reason why I flew in was because I had some connects, so people give me some flights where I can just kind of go back and forth. But when I did the first session, I worked with Amanda Wyatt, and she was...
Oh, she's amazing.
She is incredible. And she told me straight up, she was like, "You got to be out here in LA. You got to come to LA. You got to come to LA."
Wait, your first session for Valorant or for some... Oh, no, for Far Cry.
For Far Cry.
Yes, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, so she was like, "You got to be out here." Like, she's like, "There's like, I have other things like I would love to, you know, kind of use you on." And I was like, I don't know. I enjoyed the flight back and forth, but the problem started to become the session started to book like every other week. so I was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it was like, oh man, this is actually taking, because then I would start to miss sessions for promos. And then like the trailer starting to get in the way of it. And so it started to become a situation.
Yeah.
And so I did as much as I could in Dallas. And then 2020 came around.
And then 2020 hit the world.
2020 arrived, and then flipped the entire
planet on its head.
Flipped it. And so it's a little different now, and things are a little working out in my favor. So
yeah, because now you can be anywhere and record for whatever, because everyone's recording from their closet anyway.
Exactly.
Or a really nice looking studio like yours. You actually have space in there to like do a backflip. I cannot.
Yeah, I got some little. I turned my bedroom into a little situation there.
Nice. It is a situation.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Nice. Let's get into 2020. I literally don't remember her. The comments. Prize 2020. Also, like somebody was like, 2020 left, put a wig on, and came back as 2021, and we're like, nah.
2020 DLC, man, get ready for it.
I know, Jesus. What a crazy world we live in. How did Valorant come around into your hands?
Gosh, so Valorant, let me try to remember this correctly. Hold on, can you guys see me okay? This is still blurry.
It went for a second, it'll come back. No, okay. Yeah. There.
Okay.
Ta-da!
So Valorant, I think it was like the end of February where I got the audition for it, and I didn't know what it was, and it was like a code name or whatever, and I got the script. I saw what KO looked like. He was under a code name, and I saw what he looked like, and then I saw like the scripts and everything, and I was like, okay, like, because they had, the kind of the pillars and what they think about the character, and the directors, like what they want to do, the writers and what they've done. Yeah. And they kind of explained to him like he was almost human to me, at least that's how I got it from what the description. And I was like, and I was reading the lines, and some of the stuff just seemed very like conversational. I was like, a robot, unless he's like maybe like patterned completely after he doesn't talk like that. He kind of talks like very robot-ish, kind of one note monotone type thing. And so I tried it at first like that for the audition, and then I remember I deleted it because I was like, no, like this doesn't feel right. And I deleted the audition and re-auditioned and just was like, I'm gonna try something. I don't know if this is gonna happen. And I just kind of made him feel a little bit more like alive, a little bit like he had personality. And so anyway, I don't think you asked me that, but
I want to know all of that. Please expand wherever you feel is necessary, because this is the stuff that we love.
Yeah, so I did that, and I gave like 2 takes of each line, and just really just like whatever I felt like. Because again, like in my mind, I was kind of like, maybe they want him to be like super cold, but I was like, the lines aren't written that way. They're written in a way where it's very, like, I think one of them said like, Brimstone, got your back, brother, or something like that. And I was like, Brimstone, got your back, brother. I was like, that doesn't feel right. So I was like, Brimstone, got your back, brother. And I was doing kind of that feel with all the lines. And I was like, we'll see, send.
So when you did the 2 takes of each, though, was one very different in tone, or just in like read? Well, like,
so in energy, I think the first read I would do was just more like intense and more just kind of calming, and the other one was more like suppressed. You're more like actiony, more like boom, boom, boom.
But you never sent a robot-y sounding one.
I never sent that one, which was like a risk, because it was like, there's a robot,
Yeah.
I never sent that one. I sent that one in, and then I think it was about a week and a half later, I got an audition call from my agent. It was like, hey, so you just booked this thing for this game. And I remember, I won't say what the note said, but I remember the writers leaving a very, very, very confidence boosting note on my audition that I will forever remember, because I was kind of having some doubts there for a minute. And that it was amazing.
But can you tell us what they shared with you, or you just want to?
It was. They were basically saying just how much it stood out from everyone else who sent their auditions, and just how alive I made him feel and how connected I was to it. And I was having some issues like months prior of like, man, I don't think I'm understanding this character stuff, because I am like doing promos and trailers and commercials every day.
Yeah.
It's easy to get into kind of a I'm reading kind of thing in animation and video games.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, maybe I should just kind of stick in this lane, you know. But anyway, that's such a it was such a confidence boosting letter.
Yeah. And so, but this was in 2020, right? In the middle of the hell.
No, this was like a few months ago, Carolina. Like,
we're still in the hell though. But okay. Sometimes they record characters like so far in advance, and then they just launch them later. So, oh my gosh, a few months ago, how cool! Had you worked for Riot Games before?
No. I knew David Lyerly, but I knew him from the trailer stuff, like because he was a trailer coach, and he would help with promos and stuff. And I remember to myself years ago, I was like, I have to work with him someday, somehow, like in some way. And I didn't work with him directly on this, but I think I knew that he works with Riot and stuff. And so anyway, it was just kind of cool to be in the same world.
And he directed you?
No, he didn't end up directing me on this one, but I'm sure one day we'll cross paths and I can tell him what he means to me.
He is an incredible director. I loved my experience with him. I think he made Ray's what she is. Him and the writer Zach, they just like gave me free reign to be a weirdo. Otherwise, I just would have been like, these are my lines because you wrote them like this, and I feel like they should be read this way. And they're like, no, like that's not feeling right. What would you say? And I'm like, and they're like, that's what we're going with. And it's like, thank you for taking my crazy and letting it be. But they have to create that environment for you to let loose and find what it is. So obviously the chat's like, could you just the voice lines? Remember your alt we were talking about earlier?
Oh yes.
How does that go?
Okay. If it's anticlimactic, I'm sorry, I don't have the robot filter on me. Here we go. You are powerless.
You are powerless.
Yes.
I have a deep voice for a chick, but there are levels. You know what I mean? Say that was Ray's. Oh wait, what? Are you asking me to say it as Ray's? Let's say it as Ray's. Ray's would go, "You are powerless."
You are powerless.
You know what's funny? When I do Ray's voice, it gets very raspy. Like, I don't know if the Brazilian accent kicks in with a rasp. So then when people try and imitate it, like Zach, our writer, I don't know if he wrote KO, but I don't think so. I think he's moved on to League of Legends. But he would try to imitate me on our Twitch live stream that we did. And he sounded like an old Jewish grandmother. And I'm like, does Ray sound like an old lady? Boom. But it is because she's raspy, but she's young. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's young. You know what's great? I was watching I was doing some kind of homework on it, and I was watching some videos, I think a gameplay of your character specifically, and I was like, she is so much fun. There's one line, I forget it, that just always stuck out to me.
Here comes the party.
That part. I was like, oh, that's so good. And anyway, I don't want to geek out, but yeah, I love Ray's too. She's fun. So
tell the chat that some of them have started following your Twitch because Danny put it in there. KO says to Ray's, okay, Ray's, your paint shells, my fragments, maximum damage. Do you remember that?
Okay, Ray's, your paint shells, my fragments, maximum damage. Yeah. I remember that one. That was fun.
That is so delicious. Like, oh my God. Just listening to it is like, oh. It's like, it's silky but raspy, but it's just, oh my goodness.
Thank you.
So, holy cow, seriously. Tell the chat that you love to play video games.
Yo, I say I'm a big, because I love video games. I really do. I play Call of Duty. I'm also in Call of Duty as in the season 4 Cold War Battle Pass. I play the Jackal, and he's an African brother. But I've been playing that a lot.
How does he sound? As many voices as you'd like to do, we would like to listen to.
Okay. Let's UAVs in the air. Fragment out. Napalm strike inbound. That's kind of his feel.
Is that like a Congo accent, or what would you call it?
It's more kind of South African, a little bit of some Nigerian in there, just a sprinkle, just kind of even it out a little bit. But yeah, it's more South African.
Okay, cool. Sorry, so you were telling me about this and I interrupted, but
no, yeah, I was just saying, I love video games, Call of Duty, Final Fantasy. Oh man, Assassin's Creed. I pretty much play everything, and I played my first match of Valorant. It's on my Twitch channel, and I went live for the first time. Didn't know what I was doing. Shout out to Shinju Studios. I think she's on here. She was like my mod, and I didn't know what mod was. I was like, "What's a mod?" And she helped me out with everything. Her and Parker, and
she's here.
Oh, thank you. And so anyway, they helped me out, and so I streamed for the first time in Valorant, and I'm trying to get the hang of it. It's the mouse and keyboard things. I'm such a this player, so it's kind of hard for me to get used to it. But I was okay. I was all right.
So, and you played as KO, or?
I did play as KO. It was kind of freaky. I will say it was kind of freaky, but it was fun. It was so much fun.
Do you think you're gonna keep streaming Valorant or other video games, or what?
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna do. I'm working on my Twitch stream so it can be as beautiful as yours, and then I'm gonna start doing a lot more streams and probably do some streams with some fans of KO and stuff, and just figure some stuff out. But
yeah,
what I've been doing is just hopping into other people's streams who are playing KO, and I've been like just like saying, "Hey, what's up? Hope you're enjoying it. I voice KO," and they're like, "What?" And then I'll come onto their Discord and say hi, and and let them know how much it means.
That is super fun. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what people love when you show up and do stuff. There was one line that somebody wrote here that I just thought was hilarious. Caro Capato. Where are you from? I'm curious. Carolina Capato, Italian, I don't know, but my favorite line has to be activating kill mode. That's a joke. Kill mode is default. That's hilarious.
Kill mode. That's a joke. Kill mode is default. Yeah, that's
so good.
He's fun.
We got some people going. I'm going to be a regular attendee on your stream. Do you usually play games that you voice characters in, or no? Because a lot of the ones you love, you have not necessarily worked on.
Yeah, I am open. I play all types of games whether I voice it or not, and it's also kind of like an educational kind of moment. I mean, I enjoy the games. I mean, in the stories and stuff like that, but I'm actually learning a lot about performance and just all of that stuff. And it's actually a great resource, if you're interested, but you kind of get to hear the performance and kind of mimicking and kind of bring it into your own and stuff.
Yeah.
So I play all types of.
Yeah, I think that's it. I taught a video game voiceover class for a school in San Francisco, and one of the ladies was trying to do like some lines for a video game, and it was costing her like to find just that authority and like, no, you're in battle. Someone's gonna cover you. Like, what was raise the stakes? And she's like, cover me. Grenade going down, and I'm like. Maybe you're going to be really good at audiobooks, but I think that like she just hadn't experienced what that could be. And like, if you're an actor, you could just imagine you're at war and go at it. Cause like, I don't play games, but I can imagine being like chased and have to cover somebody. But I think that also when you've listened to enough of them and you know what it's like to be in battle and need to be covered by your team, that helps.
Oh my gosh, tremendously.
But you're also a creative human who, can imagine these things, right?
100%. Yeah, I especially with Call of Duty, I worked with Amanda Wyatt on that again, and it was cool because she was like, "Have you played the game before?" I said, "I know everything about it because I've been playing it since I was like a sophomore, freshman in high school, and so I've heard it over and over and the grenade lines, the whatever lines. I've heard it so much that it was so easy to try to snap in and get through the sessions, which was real fun for sure.
Tell me more about the sessions for Valorant. Did you feel like there were moments where you're like, I'm not finding that, or how do we click in? Or like, I just love hearing stories of how the director helped or the writer.
Yeah, so Joe was the writer on it, and I am, the name of the director is slipping my mind right now, and I'm so upset because it's slipping my mind. It's gonna hit me, but he was amazing.
Was he British?
No.
Okay. I don't know.
He was amazing at bringing out the performance, because we weren't quite. For me, when I first got into the session, it was kind of hard to, the deeper you speak, it's kind of hard. Some people can be able to project that out, and make it cut through rooms and stuff like that. But I found it hard with this one, and so we were trying to figure out a way to make him sound big and still cut through. And we worked on that and we had an exploratory session, and we worked on it. He did an amazing job of trying to find that level and where it did sound full and cut through, but also enunciating, because he sounds like it's all digital. And so if you kind of say, if I just say suppressed in the thing, you can't really hear him saying that. It sounds like he's saying, but if suppressed, I have to really cleanly cut through, and thank God for opera classes that I took in college that helped me learn how to support,
Yeah, especially, good point. I have thought about that when I play like really deep characters that talk down here, usually Latinas who are like badass.
Yeah.
When you have to project, how do I we immediately go up when we're screaming, because that's what we do. So it's really hard to stay it down here. That is proper English. And to get, so gosh, that's crazy for you guys. We're going even lower,
Yeah, it's very, and again, there are some people that are able to just speak and you feel the room shake when they speak, and it's such a gift. I think where it's tough for those people is like when they want to do higher characters, it's a limiting thing for them, because they still have that resonance that you can still hear it even in the higher stuff. And so I'm in a position where I'm considered in classical voice a bass baritone, more so baritone. So I'm able to do bass stuff, but I'm not truly a bass, where I'm rumbling the room. And so I'm able to have some range there and play and play with that. So anyway, it's getting a little technical, but yeah.
We dig it. Yo, so you just slipped it in that you sing opera?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, classical voice, yes.
Wow.
I did. Oh my gosh, I did Camelot. I did a lot of stuff.
All in Dallas or where?
All in Dallas. It was during DBU when I was at school, college. I did that, and then it was a part of the learning experience with music education. You have to take classical voice. You have to give a whole recital and all that stuff. And my wife actually does it now. Like she's getting her master's in it, and she was just in Germany doing something. Beautiful voice. And
oh my gosh, did you meet there in college?
We met in high school. We were best friends in high school.
Shut up!
Yeah. We were best friends in high school, went to college together, and I was like, I want to date you, but I have to finish school first. And so I think the last 2 years of college, I was like, okay, I'm going to date you. Let's just do it. And so we started dating, and then we got married got engaged in 2018, got married 2019. And so I'm married.
Congrats! It's so beautiful. Oh my God.
She's Salvadorian. She's from El Salvador.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yep.
Dude, this is so cool. I love it. So you guys were friends, and then the love happened, but you're like, I gotta finish studying because then I'm gonna get a little bit distracted. And
well, first, yeah. Yeah, and we made it work. Yeah.
Okay, wait. There's some comments that came by. Tam Street waits to hear some opera. Let's hear KO's voice in opera sounding things. I mean, I won't put you on the spot, but if you feel like, that's fine too.
Ooh, razzle dazzle.
Some serious razzle dazzle. Okay, give me a KO voice line like that.
Oh my gosh.
People, write something in the chat.
I don't even know what I can say like that.
Wait, they're coming. They're coming. The chat just needs to catch up. There's like a 2-second delay. And suppressed. No, suppressed.
Suppressed.
Kill all your opponents.
Kill all your opponents.
Let's do some. They're like, let's do some regular KO voice lines. No, we are singing right now. We are not going to do regular things. I'm kidding. That sounded so amazing. Do you miss singing? Do you do it often? Like now that you just do amazing promos.
I still sing. I have a acapella group called King's Return. You can look them up on social media and stuff. And I sing with them quite regularly, and we perform. And we have currently a video right now that has like 5 million views. We did like a Gregorian chant thing, and it's all over. It's on YouTube and Facebook or whatever. But yeah, I'm a part of them.
What's the name of the acapella group?
King's Return. King's Return.
And they have an Insta or just a YouTube? Like in that video, I will find on a specific YouTube channel?
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
All of the things. All the socials. Oh my God, dude. I was such a geek for acapella groups in college. Like, I would go watch them all because I just think that they're so good. They're so amazing.
Oh, man, you didn't do any?
I auditioned, and I did not get in. I sing okay, but like you have to have a whole other ear to be like.
Yeah, do like 6-part arrangements. Yeah, it's a lot difficult. Even I have.
It's hard, and you guys have to rehearse a ton. You know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, sing for us, Carolina. Yeah. No.
Come on, give us a little tune.
Happy birthday to you. I sing in character voices. So, and I recently interviewed Bob Bergen, who does the voice of Porky Pig. Yeah. And he was saying that like he didn't consider himself a singer, but he has sung in character for every job he's done. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Then that gives me hope because like I'm not like operatic sounding and all that fun stuff, but I can carry a tune, you know, and I can sing along. Your sister showed us your singing. Yeah, my sister makes fun of me on social media.
I gotta follow your sister. I gotta hear it. You know, it's crazy. Like I find, like, especially with the work that you've done so much. I'm a fan. Like, you have so much range in what you do, and you have to have an ear to be able to hear it first and then kind of form that thing. And so I bet you're a lot more musical than you give yourself credit for, just because like there's no way you can be able to do all that stuff and not have some sort of like musical instinct, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, as a kid, I did musicals, and I have a fine sounding voice. I have a good ear for languages and accents. So yes, you know, if you play a do re mi, I can do the thing. Yeah. And I'm really good at imitating singers like Shakira, but I don't really sing in my own voice, so I can do shit like that.
You gotta hear you.
I just make fun of her, and then it comes out. Yeah. Astro's voice actor, I'm just answering to the chat. I interviewed recently. It's on my Insta and Twitch if you want to see the whole interview. She was amazing. She freaking lives in Ghana. They booked her like on location, basically, which was awesome. So, yeah. You know what, though? I think we need a singing agent in a video game that's just like, what?
Could you imagine?
You know?
Could you imagine?
That would be so rad.
Amazing. He would have to sing all the time at cons and stuff, but that'd be amazing.
That would get tough. But imagine if he's always like, did you watch Baby Driver?
Yes.
He's always listening to his music, so this guy's like,
that is actually a good idea.
Let's do a video game, dude. Let's just invent it. So wait, let's talk about, I know everyone's here for KO, but you guys also love anime, and you have done a ton of anime stuff. What are some of your favorite projects and roles, and what do they sound like?
Anime, okay. I did Rubalt in Dragon Ball Super. I got my butt kicked by Piccolo, and Rubalt sounds like this. All right, let's get it. And he got his butt kicked. And that's most awesome. I'm also in My Hero Academia. I play Rock Clock. I'm in
Wait, what's rock clock sound like? I don't know these very well.
Rock clock is literally my speaking voice. He's locked down. You know, he's that's kind of his feel. It's like really, really natural to me when I go in the sessions. And I can't think of any like. I mean, there's more, but you know, my mind is kind of hazing.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's a quite impressive resume. People are like, "Whoa, My Hero Academia, whoa!" Because we do have a lot of anime fans here.
Oh man, yeah. Well, My Hero, Non-Baka. That was my first role. I don't remember the voice from that one. One Piece. I played Fisher Tiger. Yeah, some other stuff, some other cool stuff. It's been a journey.
And you work for Funimation often enough?
Yeah, I do. I do Funimation stuff. Yeah, quite regularly. I'll do things and try to make things work with them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh my gosh! So, what is a day like in the life of Gabe? Like, do you record almost every day?
Yeah, I record every day. I get up at about 6 a.m.
Wait, what? It's a whole other level. Okay, 6 a.m. Keeping up. I'm waking up at 8 and I feel like that's early. Come on.
I get up at 6 a.m. I get up early because of New York. I do some work over there on that side too. So I'm trying to kind of find a happy medium there.
Yeah, okay.
6 a.m. I go to the gym. I come back, and then I'm doing sessions until about sometimes 1 a.m. Around that time. Sometimes it's been later where I've gone to sleep and waking up for a session and stuff. And so it's
1 a.m. because you're recording for somebody in Asia? Like, what the heck?
Yeah, actually, it's because I'm recording for people in LA. So for movie trailers, they know no bounds when it comes to time. Like, they're cutting movie TV spots and commercials almost like, I mean,
around the clock.
And so there are times where, like for Black Widow, that campaign was a pretty big campaign. And so they were working on that consistently. And there were times where I would go to sleep and then I get a call maybe 2:30 a.m. like, "Hey, sorry, we have a little spot for you to read. Are you available?" And so I'm like, "Okay, let me go." And then come right to the room and record. And it may be a line like rated PG-13. It may be that.
And they forgot to get it, so they need you to do it.
So I'll do that, and so it's all types of things from like
rated PG-13.
Yeah, right.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah.
But have you been able to set some boundaries where you're like, don't contact me between 1 a.m. and 6 a.m. because that's when I sleep.
Yes. So my wife and I have this tradition where Friday nights at 10 after 9 o'clock we go watch a movie together. Like, it's just us in the theater, big theater, whatever. And then my weekend starts like literally Friday at like 10 o'clock. And so Saturday and Sunday, I don't do anything. Like, sometimes there are things that come in and there are things where like, we need things now. Are you available? Can we please? But I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I have to keep this, a sanctuary, because if you start letting things sneak in a little bit and you just find yourself working Monday through Sunday. And also sometimes I've been doing a little cons lately, and so I'm realizing they're on the weekend, and so want to just kind of keep things.
Well, that's one of the questions that came up. Are you doing cons yet? And tell us more.
Yes, yeah. So I did my first con literally 2020, January 31st, my first con, my birthday, and then like the pandemic happened.
When was your birthday?
January 31st.
Okay.
So I did my first con 2020, and then I did another one in like March, and then things kind of blew up. And then I did my third one this few weeks ago, DreamCon. And so I got another one coming up in September. In person, yeah. Mask.
How was it?
It was frightening, but it was cool. Everybody respected the whole like mask and social distancing and stuff, and so it was cool. I'm vaccinated and everything, and so I'm keeping precautions even with that, because crazy stuff.
Did you do pictures, selfies?
Yes, I did I did more so. They hold the camera. I do this, and then we're
But did you take your mask off? I'm curious what I'm gonna do. No.
I kept it on. I think there was one picture where I did take off my mask, but they were further enough. But for the most part, I was just kind of like, thumbs up.
Yeah, I think the side shave will prove that it's me, so I can, if I'm covered, I'll just be like, "What's up, Miss Sombra?" But like, yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot of people in one space, so we got to be careful. I'm not going to Anime Matsuri, guys. Sorry, I am going to Orlando in a week and a half for a con there, MegaCon, and then I should hit some in Texas, but no, I don't have any planned there. I have Miami and Dragon Con happening in September, and then Utah. So I'll be traveling quite a bit.
I can't wait till we do something together. That's like with the whole Valorant folks.
That'd be super cool. Yeah, I'm gonna see what the deal with like Valorant is at cons. I still haven't experienced Raze at conventions, so we'll see what the dealio is. I know that there's a lot of Valorant players in India, for example. Oh, wow. I don't know if like America's a big market for it or if it's mostly Europe. I don't really know. So. Yeah, well, welcome to the con world, and also because of anime, though. Like, that's huge, especially some cons in Texas for that, and
absolutely
all over.
Massive love for anime, and I experienced maybe a few weeks ago, like my first person who cried in front of me, which I didn't like. I've never purposefully or anything like that. Like, I've never experienced that, and so. Explaining how much, the character means to them and how much, it's brought them out of a certain situation and stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh, sometimes we kind of take for granted. We're just like, we do the work and then we kind of go on to the next thing. But there's people who attach themselves to these characters. And I'm just it makes my heart, so happy to know that it's helping someone,
Yeah, I think it's because, we don't know what people are going through personally, and if they're playing that game while they're going through a really dark time, or while, somebody in their family has passed, and so this is their way to connect with friends or whatever, like, we just don't know these things, and so then all of a sudden we connect this one voice to, oh, it's bringing me joy, and then, wow, Gabe, like, you helped me so much, and you have no idea, know?
Oh my gosh, I can't explain that, and so with stuff like that, I try to be as delicate with the character as possible and try to, anytime somebody's like, could you do a voice for me? I love this character. I try to meet that because, they have some sort of connection to it. And so I try to be that for them as much as I can.
Yeah. So did you know that kunda means something very specific in Slovak?
Really? What does it mean?
Apparently it means pussy.
Oh God.
Sorry, I just had to read that. Like what? That is hilarious. Thank you for that piece of information, Alekai5 or Aleki. So in Sombra's world, I say a voice line in Spanish. He's still laughing, guys.
That got me off guard.
Let me welcome to my Twitch channel, Gabe Pussy. Guys, he's still crying. I can't handle this. This is too much.
I'm sorry. That was. My God. Okay, here we go.
I am so sorry, and I hope that your parents are not watching.
They're not. I wouldn't have showed them this one.
Guys, I think Kunda is an awesome last name, and I mean, pussies are also great, so whatever. Right? One of my friends said recently, he's like, I stopped playing Overwatch. He's like 45 or something. He's like, I just got tired of people, of 12-year-olds insulting me and calling me a vagina. And I texted back and I was like, dude, did you tell them vaginas are awesome and they have multiple orgasms? And he was like, that's a great comeback. And I'm like, yeah. So,
oh my God, that's hilarious. That is funny. That is funny.
But no, what I was going to tell you was that Sombra has a voice line that says, me agarraste en curva. And curva in Spanish means the curve. You caught me off curb, which means you caught me off guard. It's kind of what it translates to. But curva in Polish means prostitute. So I just keep it's spelled differently. But I Polish people, I was like, what are you saying there? And I'm like, it's not what you think. So Yeah, there's always going to be some really funny stuff happening.
Wow.
Little Mad Wolf is a 12-year-old. Awesome. I hope you're not calling people the V word, because that's weird.
Do not. Needs a reset. No kidding. After that one, yeah.
Oh, apparently means prostitute in Croatia and in Slovakia. Great. So, it's a thing.
Wow.
Oh, man, life is great. So I think we need to get you to play Valorant with Shannon Williams, who's the voice of Jet.
So, fun fact, I did.
Tell me more. Did you get very far?
She mopped the floor with me, but she did give me as a friend. She told me she's like, you know what, you didn't do half bad for somebody who's just picking it up. So I did, and I told her that we'd do a lot more plays. But she is good. Like she's a great voice actor too.
Yeah.
Like hand in hand, I'm like, that's not fair.
Yeah, those young kids. Well, you're young. What am I saying? You people, you guys it's so fast. I get dizzy watching those things. But could you do us a favor in the voice of KO, say "Revive me, Jet" 3 times, however you like.
Revive me. You know what's crazy? Can I say? When I did my stream, I saw that like a lot, and I wasn't sure like what it because I don't remember me saying it in the game. But so say "Revive me, Jet" like 3 times.
Yeah.
Revive me, Jet. Revive me, Jet. Revive me, Jet.
Yay! It's a little inside joke. There is I'm not going to explain the whole thing, but there's the cutest Filipino player who went viral screaming, "Revive me, Jet! Revive me, Jet! Revive me, Jet!" Wow. And now I just have everybody do it and revive. Yeah, like literally revive. So it's a tradition, especially with the Valorant voice actors. And I hadn't had a Valorant person on in a while since Astra, because they're slowly coming out now, and I haven't been able to get Viper or what's his nuts, because they're busy. I haven't been able to get in touch with them in Japan. It's just hard, man. People are busy and doing stuff.
Is Euros actually in Japan?
He's in Japan.
Wow.
Yeah, I've emailed with his agents, and they respond in all Japanese, so I have to put it into like a translate thing. But basically, they wanted permission from Riot for us to do this, and I said Riot will give you permission, and I've been trying to make it happen, but there's a lot of stuff, So yes, KO can be revived by Jet. Absolutely, he can. So good. That joke comes to Shannon's chat a lot. Yeah, no, it's been a thing, the Revive Me Jet thing. So it's fun and cute and all of the things. Dude, we've had quite a lot of viewers today because you're here. Let me tell you, it's all about the guest that shows up. It's really like, who do they want to see? They don't come to see me. They come to see the guest.
I'm really honored, guys. Thank you so much for the love. The love for it has been crazy too, and people just kind of messaging and stuff, and it's been great to see the response for them. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful.
Yes, absolutely. Could you say some Sombra voice lines as KO?
Sure, whatever. Yeah.
Cool. I know who's been.
Oh, I'm sorry. If it looks weird that I'm holding my ear like this, it's just to be able to hear me like clearly.
No, you sound very professional. You're like. Oh. Yes. I was gonna say, I know who's been naughty.
I know who's been naughty.
Fuck yeah. One of my favorites is mess with the best and die like the rest.
Mess with the best and die like the rest.
He is robotic, but also human. Do you know what I'm saying? I dig it. I dig it. Kara, would you ever have the announcer? Yes, I would. I just have to find them, guys. Sometimes it's a lot of work. I don't just do Twitch, we audition for a living and we record constantly. So stuff is, happening, and it's
the world.
And not everybody responds, guys. I reach out to people. I have a bunch of unresponded messages. I'm like, want to be a guest on my Twitch? Nope. So,
I was already, a fan and following. And so when I saw it come in, I was like, oh, yes. I mean, wait.
Was that? Of course I will do it.
Of course. Yeah, I get you.
Awesome. I wasn't sure, man, because sometimes when when people, start working on a video game, they're not always looking at the other inbox on Insta, and they're just like, oh, I just do this kind of work, and what the video game fandom? What is that? Okay, I'll try some KO voice lines. Give me some KO voice lines, and I'll try them as raids.
How about shutting them down?
Shutting them down.
Oh, that's so good. Maybe the chat has some, but I have one. No one walks away.
No one walks away. I don't know. I gotta find it. Sometimes you gotta be like, no one walks away. People, what the fuck? I didn't say that.
Beep. No, ABC takes are great. ABC takes are great.
Right, we have to do a few to find it. That was badass? Is that? Oh, that's what you say. Say it as KO.
Do I say that? Oh my gosh. That was badass.
That was badass. that was badass. That was badass. Tango down. You say that?
Tango down.
Tango down.
Kill all your opponents.
Kill all your opponents.
Oh, good night. You're good.
Killed the queen when he kills Reyna. You say that.
Do I? Oh, I
guess.
Yes, I do.
No, these people know more than we do. Trust them.
I find that amazing. That's crazy. That's a lot of lines to remember.
I know, but remember they're also playing a ton more than we do, so we have forgotten that we recorded them.
Okay.
Ooh, wait, no, this one's great. Leave me for dead and I'll kill you.
Leave me for dead and I'll kill you.
Leave me for dead and I'll kill you. Oh, wait, let me give you some raised ones and you can say them as KO. Or you can try them as raised because that's funny.
I'll try them as KO and see if any raise comes out.
See if you can see if it sound like an old Jewish lady. Okay. Who said this wouldn't be fun? I'm having a blast.
Who said this wouldn't be fun? I'm having a blast.
Serious? Okay, one of our favorites is to Brimstone. Brimstone Zeno, you sure I can't listen to music? You're really bringing me down here, man.
What was the word that you used? Brimstone?
Oh, I call him Brimstone Zeno. It means little brimstone.
Oh, that's a long line. I remember Brimstone Zeno. You sure this isn't?
You sure I can't listen to music? You really bringing me down here, man.
Brimstone Zeno, you sure I can't listen to music? You really bringing me down, man.
Brimstone Zeno, that was the best thing I've heard. Oh my God, so good, so good. She also goes, yes, I'm pumped.
Yes, I'm pumped.
It's so great that he's just like, yes, I'm pumped. So good. Man, this is amazing. Yeah, guys. This has been such a great hang, Mr. Kunda.
This has been
a lot of things. Dude, so we're going to try and coordinate for a con, because that would be super cool. Wait, time to die. Don't make a fuss. Do you say that?
Don't make a fuss. Maybe. Okay, let me try it. Time to die. Don't make a fuss.
Time to die. Don't make a fuss. Wow. One of them that they love is me talking to Sova, because I make fun of his little Russian music. So I go, Sova, you listen to the weirdest music. Everything sounds like.
Wait, have you got a chance to talk to Sova?
Yeah.
Oh man, I heard some of his stuff. I've just some back stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, he sounds so good.
Yeah. No, look, English. I was gonna say look and listen, so then I said loosen. I mix words. They are also talented. Brimstone. Oh my God, his voice is delicious. Who was the other one? I've had almost all of them on, and I'm just in awe of their talent. They really are exceptional.
Oh yeah, I remember that line. Side by side again, Sova. Let's get lethal. Yeah, I remember that.
So good. Yes, I've had Astra. If you guys check out the history of the Twitch, you can find it there. Okay, so we do a fun thing at the end, Gabe, where I thank everybody who subscribed, and you get to shout them out in a pun voice. So it can be as Kale or as like the nerdy guy in your anime show or whatever.
Okay, let's try.
Awesome. So since the very beginning of our Twitch, before we got going, Booty Farts subscribed for a month.
Introducing Booty Farts, who subscribe for a month.
That sounds like a commercial for like soap or something. Your dishwasher detergent. The Diva Waifu gets a boop, boop, and you can boop somebody too if you want.
What is the name?
The Diva Waifu.
Oh. The Diva Waifu. Boop.
Oh, that was really cute. Yes. I'm going to give a raised voice line to Maisie Grobe, and you are welcome to try it afterwards. I tried to stay serious here, but this is just so much fun.
I tried to stay serious here, but this is just so much fun.
Yes. That was awesome. Thank you. We got a resubscription with Prime, and their username is It's Tigers.
I am Optimus Prime. It's Tigers.
Yes! Ding, ding, ding. We also have a resubscription for 1 month, Aspect of the Sun.
Aspect of the Sun. Aspect of the Sun. Rated PG-13. Thank you.
So good! Okay, hold on. Another voice line for Diva Waifu. It's a sombra line. She goes, "Me extrañaste?"
Hack the planet.
What? Say that again?
It's in Spanish. It goes, "Me extrañaste?"
Oh my gosh, my wife is gonna kill me if I don't get this right.
It means, did you miss me? Me extrañaste. The X is tricky.
Extrañaste. Me extrañaste?
Yes!
Watch Spanish together. My wife's gonna kill me.
That's cute. You gotta tell her about this. We got a voice line for Mercy Yura. You can try it after I say it, darling. Oh, right, I forget this. I promise I'll get him. Might take down a city block along the way, but hey, a win's a win.
I promise I'll get him. Might take down a city block across the way, but a win is a win.
Yo, you remember that? I would have been like, wait, what did you just say? We've got another resubscription. Thank you, Diesel Pool.
Diesel Pool, thank you.
So good. And the last one is Sinprel, resubscribed yet again.
Sinprel! First of all, let me pause. I must say, when I was doing my homework on Valorant before doing the sessions, Simprel was so, and he didn't know this, but he was so instrumental on me understanding the world of it. He posts and tweets out lore on his Twitter page and everything, and I kid you not, like before the sessions, I just sit there and read, and then I also look into Valorant Hub on YouTube and watch his video, Zaki, watch his videos, and I was just trying to get all the stuff so that when it came to the session, I could be like, okay, I'm ready. So anyway, shout out to Simprel.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Sinprel uses they pronouns. No, I'm finding out with you, so thank you for that. Awesome. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. So cool. Thank you, Sinprel. You're rad, and you helped dearest Gabe understand stuff here. Dude, it's been such a pleasure getting to know you. I wish you were in LA so we could go get drinks with your wife. I guess when I'm in Dallas, I'll have to hit you up.
Listen, you're coming over. We're making food. We're gonna have a party. And
oh my God! Do you cook Salvadorian or Congolese food?
I will not even pretend that I can, but my wife is incredible at both.
Where do your parents live? Can we go eat at their house?
They live in Arlington.
Virginia.
It's literally like 15. No, Arlington, Texas.
Okay.
As if you knew that. Like 50. It's like 15 minutes from me. We'll go over. We'll make it a thing. I promise.
No, I just you spoke about them. I'd love to meet them. They sound really cool. Also, I'm sure food is awesome. I love food from all over the world, so I'm down. And I'll bring you out to Colombian food here in LA if you do make it out here. I do want to go to a Dallas con though because I have not been there yet. So
if you ever get hit up by the Fan Expo,
that's the one I want to do. Yeah. I'm starting to do the Fan Expos. I'm going to do Denver in October. So Fan Expo's starting to open some doors. And the question from the chat is, when is your next stream? I think they want to watch you on Twitch, dude.
You trying to put me on the spot here, huh? Hold on.
You're like, shit, I gotta choose a date to tell them.
Okay, could y'all give me like 2 2 weeks. I promise. Give me 2 weeks where I'm so close. I'm just trying to get some, dual monitor set up so I can look kind of snazzy, and then I'm gonna be on it. Snazzy. But,
Yeah. Dude, totally. I will bug you in 2 weeks. No, but I know a lot of them are giving you a follow now, so that'd be awesome. What's his Twitch name? It's just /Gabe Kunda, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's an easy find. Danielle had already put it in the chat. She'll do it again because she's awesome like that. And Gabe, thank you for making time. I am in awe of your talent. I wish you the best with the rest of your mess with the best and die like the rest. That's a sombra line. With the rest of your recordings, because I'm sure you were so freaking busy. And I'm so glad to have you as part of the Valorant family. That's huge, and congrats, because it's a big deal to be on a video game. It's so much fun.
It's a complete honor. Like, honestly, it's literally like it was on my list of this year. Like, I want to do another video game. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'm open to whatever, and I'm gonna work at it. And Valorant was just like, here you go. And so I'm so grateful and honored.
Here you go.
Amazing. And to talk to you, you're so fun. Oh my gosh, man. We gotta hang out.
We do. When KO loses steam, he's like, oh, suppressed.
Suppressed.
So good, guys. Thanks for joining. It's been a really active chat. They've had so much fun having you here. And guys, keep booming and booping. Boop.